Hi guys, I just want to say thank you for your wonderful messages, for the people that have been checking in on me, and also for the people that told me when I released the video, maybe about a week or two ago now, that I was coming back to the bookish space to take my time and really come back when I'm ready to come back and really prioritize my mental health. So, for those of you that did send those messages, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for those messages. And I actually did. I posted a couple of videos and then I said, you know what? I'm not ready. So, I need to step back for a moment. And now I am actually ready to be back. I'm in a better place mentally dealing with my stuff. And also, I've gone back to work. So I have things that are keeping me busy, both mentally and physically. And yeah, I feel like myself again. So for those people that have been leaving those beautiful messages for me, thank you so much. And also, I appreciate you guys saying the wonderful things that you have said about my reviews and things. So thank you so much. This video is not necessarily about my personal life, but this is the August wrap up. These are all of the books that I read this month, starting with The Bonds That Burn. I ended up rating this 4.75 stars. Had a great time with this. Definitely do recommend this. Then I went to what I think is probably the only 5-star in the fantasy category for this month, and that's The Poppy War. It affected me so harshly. I don't think I will be picking up a book by this author anytime soon. I was so triggered the whole time I was reading this. It almost put me in a reading slump. Like, I could not read any more fantasy after I read this. I just dived straight into romance. And so much so to the point where I changed the name of the actual channel because I'm not only reading fantasy. So yeah, it's funny because last year, if you came across me, you asked me what I was reading, it was 100% going to be a fantasy book. I read 107 fantasy books last year, straight fantasy. That was it. Nothing else. Of course, fantasy romance, but that counts as fantasy to me too. And if you don't agree, fight me. I really don't care. But yeah, Poppy War. I gave it 5 stars because for me, and I'm going to keep saying it until the cows come home, for a book to get 5 stars from me, it either needs to have such an emotional effect on me or it needs to be something that I cannot stop thinking about, whether good or bad. And in this case, I gave this book 5 stars and it was a great book, a great story. But do I actually recommend this book? Absolutely not. I do not recommend this book. I would not read this book again, and I don't really want to read the next 2 books in the trilogy. So, yeah, triggered, like super triggered by this. But I can't stop thinking about it, even right now. And I read this at the beginning of August. So, yeah, it's a no for me. The Dawn of the Cursed Queen, which is book number 3 in the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. I ended up rating this 3.75. The books after the first book have kind of been for me. And yeah, I'm not even really excited to read book 4 in October, I think is when it comes out. I'm not really excited for that. But right now, I'm not really excited for the next book. But The Dawn of the Cursed Queen, it happened. It wasn't bad. It just is not as good as the first book. Nothing in the series has given me the same feeling as the first book, and it makes me question if I really enjoyed the first book or if it was just so hyped that it influenced my recommendation. The next book that I read is Blindsided, which is book number 4 in the fake dating series, or the fake boyfriend series. It's book number 4. I ended up rating this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. No book in this series has been as good as Trick Play for me so far. I hear that Hat Trick is supposed to be the best book in the series, so I'm looking forward to picking that up. I will be picking that up next month. But yeah, 4 stars. I've not given any of the books in the series lower than 4 stars, but no 5 stars after Trick Play. Thorns and Fire from the Ashes of Thesmar series is what I picked up next. And I really enjoyed this. The Ashes of Thesmar is so much better than the Legends of Thesmar was, because the Ashes of Thesmar is really plot heavy, and the romance is definitely there. It's definitely a strong point. It's truly a fantasy romance, the story. But honestly, I feel like the story could go still. Even if the romance was non existent in the story could still exist on its own. And I think I really enjoy that. My issue with the Legends of Thesmar is that there was more smut than plot, and I felt like that was really cheap, poor writing. And ever since this author has become traditionally published, I've really, really enjoyed their writing. So 4.5 stars for the Ashes of Thesmar, and I definitely do recommend it. The next book that I read is Bully for Sale. So we're back with Lita Blake. You guys know I absolutely love Lita Blake, and this book should come as no surprise. I don't think I've ever rated a Lita Blake book less than 4.5 stars, but Bully for Sale ended up getting 5 stars from me. I super duper enjoyed it, super duper recommended. And I am going to read the first book, because Bully for Sale is actually not the first book in this particular series. It's the second book, but it came out this year, so I just decided to read it. I am going to read the first book, which is Heat for Sale. I'm going to predict that it's a 5-star book. The next set of 13 books that I ended up reading is a part of a series. So I'm a huge fan of True Blood, but I had never read the books. And I got inspired by a friend and I just binged the books this month. So I will tell you right now that every single one of the books in the series got 5 stars. Should I actually go through and tell you all of these? I'm gonna do it anyway. Dead Until Dark, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Living Dead in Dallas, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Club Dead, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Dead to the World, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Dead as a Doornail, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Definitely Dead, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Altogether Dead, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. From Dead to Worse, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Dead and Gone, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Dead in the Family, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Dead Reckoning, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Deadlocked, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. Dead Ever After, 5 stars. Do I recommend? Yes. 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 Just pick up all the books. I haven't read any of the novellas, just because picking up 13 books in 1 month from one series is already an undertaking. But these books were very short. Like, no books are over 400 pages. I think there was one book that was 478 or something. But yeah, they're short books. Like, most of them are like 358 pages. They're very short books. They read like romances. So it wasn't hard to binge them. It's not like reading The Wheel of Time. But they were excellent books. They were excellent books. And they are completely different to the show. Completely different. It's a totally different story. I don't even know what the HBO just invented stuff, you know. But it's great. The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk. Or Dusk? Dusk. I ended up rating this 4.5 stars because it doesn't fit into, my how I give books 5 stars. But I truly, truly enjoyed this. The first book pissed me off so bad. I was like, I'm not going to read anything else from this author. The first book was so bad. So in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, this is actually book number 4. But it's 2 sets of duologies. And I think there's even going to be a third duology set. But the way this book ended, it definitely doesn't feel finished. It wrapped up, and I think there is going to be another set of duology. Anyway, it was good. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend it. Yes. Forever con Amor. So this is book number 4 in the For Him series by A.M. Johnson, I fell in love, absolutely loved it. Definitely do recommend this. It's an MM romance, and it's the last book in the series. I'm not sure if it's the conclusion of the series, but it's the last book that has released in the series. If you've not put your eyes on the For Him series, you definitely should. I recommend the entire thing. I enjoy all of the books. The first book is the one that got 4 stars from me, but I enjoy all of the books. None of the books were lower than 4 stars. Totally recommend, stand behind them. And A.M. Johnson is a auto read, auto buy, auto listen author for me. A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. This is all over TikTok and BookTube. So if you've not heard the name of this, I would be surprised. But I was inspired by Emmy Rossum. She's never recommended a book in the fantasy space or fantasy romance space that I haven't loved. So I took her recommendation and I ended up rating this book 4.75 stars. Absolutely loved it. Immediately went and picked up book 2, A Promise So Bold and Broken. Also 4.75 stars. Truly, truly loved both of these books and recommend both of these books. As of filming this video, because it is August 31st, I don't even know if I'm going to post this video today or not. Probably not. But as of filming this video, I am reading Lightbringer and I'm almost done with it. So I am going to go ahead and include this in the video. Lightbringer is going to get 4 stars from me. Maybe 4.25. I'm enjoying this more than Dark Age, but not as much as the first book, not as much as the second book, and definitely not as much as Iron Gold. So yeah, it's a strong entry in the saga, but it is not the best book that I've read so far. But I definitely recommend it. I love the Red Rising saga. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.